Hello, welcome to a new video. If you saw the end of last week's, you'll know that I didn't manage to finish editing the whole of our trip to London in 1 week. So future me is back at the beginning of this one. To introduce this video, we are now partway through our family holiday of the year. We stayed with family in Kent and took the train into London most days of the week. So we're continuing on from last week. Perhaps you might like to go back and watch that one first if you haven't seen it already. But if not, welcome. I hope you enjoy watching the rest of our week's holiday. Good morning, welcome to day 3 of our London adventures. This morning we went to Covent Garden and had a look around the market there, which was fun to look around. Saw some nice things. I saw a box of antique like linens, tablecloths, a christening gown, and she said I could have the whole box for £5. That was really difficult to leave behind because I can't really carry it all day. That's the problem with things like antiques markets. They're nice to look around, but we couldn't really take much home. But so now we've come to Green Park. This is Green Park and Buckingham Palace. It's just through there, and we're going to go and definitely do a very tourist thing and just peer through the gate at Buckingham Palace. And then after that we're off to Trafalgar Square. We're going to try and recreate a couple of photos of the kids being very cute in the in the fountain and on one of the lion statues. We've got some cute photos of them on the lion statues, so we're going to try and do that there. And then we're going to the National Gallery and have a look around the paintings, and hope you heard all of that with that construction going on in the background. That's the other problem with vlogging in London, it's just so blooming noisy. That's really pretty. Rain, careful, Wayne. Thank you. Well done. Oh my God.
Which you did it 3 different times in the past.
Oh, I can't be done. Oh, I hope they're okay.
So we've got the noise of the fountain and the traffic. I hope you can hear me. But we walked up from Buckingham Palace, up the Mall, which I've never done before, and now we're at Trafalgar Square. And we saw lots of filming, and we asked, and apparently they're filming something called The Embankment, which is a new Apple TV thing. So we're going to look out for that. That'll be quite exciting, like all sorts of things like that. We are now in a bit of a hurry because everything has to be in timed tickets at the moment. But we very quickly managed to hoist the kids up onto that lion there to try and recreate the photos, which I'll put up on the screen now. And now Jude wants me to recreate a photo we've got of her in the fountain, which they're really, really not meant to be doing. Gallery now. I've got to talk really quietly. I've got a feeling we've just had lunch in the St Martin's in the Fields Crypt Cafe. I've got a feeling I've got a tiny little clip of our lunch, and then I didn't show you all the beautiful vaults under the church, so I'm really sorry about that, because that's really lovely under there. But I do recommend it if you are in the Trafalgar Square area of London. That's a good cafe. I had a chicken pie and it was delicious. Anyway, we're here now and looking around the old bit first. We're just gonna hopefully have time to do it all. I have to say, I think the Ashmolean at Oxford did a better job of displaying paintings so far. I don't like the white walls, it just doesn't seem to go very well with the age of the paintings. It feels to me like the walls should have been darker. Anyway, little whinge over it. I haven't been to the National Gallery, I think. Well, we popped in actually for friends while we were killing time before a friend's wedding, but we literally only had about 20 minutes. But apart from that, I haven't been here since I was about, I don't know, 10 years old? About that. A really long time. Yeah, it's really nice to have a look around. I can't usually persuade Chris to look in an art gallery, but the kids wanted to do it as well, so. This is the sort of thing I thought we were gonna have today. I think maybe we were in a new bit that I hadn't seen before. Or like nipples poking out. Yeah. This is my favourite room so far. We very nearly went to Venice this week. Look at that! But look at that! But then poor Rain and Chris only got just ordinary.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
Oh, good. I don't like milkshakes, so I don't feel left out, but I feel sorry for them. Only getting them when there was that on the menu.
Told him to, but now he has.
Welcome to the next day. I'm trying to remember when I last had a chat. So we did the National Gallery yesterday, didn't we? Oh yes, I think I did a bit of whispering in the gallery. We stayed there until we were kicked out. I think that was at about 5:45. Oh, I'll show you later the sketchbooks I bought there in the shop. I said to everybody I want to make sure I have a good 10-15 minutes in the gift shop afterwards. Then we find out that the gift shop shuts 1/4 hour before the gallery actually closes. So I was a bit rushed, but I just grabbed a couple of really nice, good value sketchbooks. It's a shame at the moment everything you have to book tickets for all the museums, all the galleries and stuff like that are normally just free and you can normally just walk in London. Same as in Oxford. It all has to be pre-booked online and the spaces do fill up. So if you're thinking about doing that sort of thing, then do make sure you book ahead. But it's a shame you can't just nip in and just have a look in their gift shop. So yeah, that was a nice day, and we ate at a sort of American style diner back in Covent Garden and then back home. And then today we're having a day off of London, resting our feet a little bit, and we've come to Scotney Castle, which you might have seen on Instagram because it is just so beautiful. It'd be very peaceful as well if it wasn't for the strimmer. So I hope you can't hear that too much. Those stairs are a little overgrown. What a shame this bit's all closed off. But oh my god, isn't it the most beautiful place you've ever seen? I can't believe this was so close to where we used to live, and we hardly ever came here. In fact, we can only think of one time we actually came here as a family when they did a fairy day and the kids dressed up as fairies. Oh, of course. I think I did too. Anyway, this is what we're doing today, and then back to London again tomorrow.
No.
A secret bit. Let's have a look under here then. Oh,
But it's just
that's lovely. Well, actually, I'd seen online that it's covered in scaffolding, so thank goodness it's not covered in scaffolding yet. But some of it are blocked off. We can't get inside the ruined bits. But still, wow. I'm really drawn to this tree. Isn't that a beautiful tree? So that's the house we were actually in earlier. Unfortunately, the top floor was closed, so we'll definitely have to come back because Chris wanted to come but couldn't come with us today.
It's huge. What is a good one?
Hello everyone, welcome to another day in London. So today we have come straight to the British Museum. I have to say we are a little disappointed. I mean, there's tons to see here, tons and tons. It isn't said on the website that most of the rooms with all the ancient Roman stuff is all closed, and that's probably the bit that interests all of us the most. I'm particularly disappointed because I bought Chris for our silver wedding anniversary an ancient Roman amulet, and I had really hoped to see something similar here so I could find out what it means. Is it a bit quieter out here? It's closed down there as well. Oh, so there's even more closed. Yeah, I was saying I was hoping to find out what it meant so that just to know. So yeah, I would, if you are planning to come to the British Museum, perhaps you might want to hold off for a little while. So if you're thinking of coming to London to visit the British Museum, I would do this one last. It's not my favourite museum. It's not very family friendly, and I just feel like the whole place needs a big overhaul. Nothing is in order. Nothing is in order of geography or of history. So it's a bit of a, you've really got to be interested in the stuff that's here in the ancient world, basically. But there's still loads and loads to see that's interesting. And of course, Rain is reading all of the plaques. And I know Jude wanted to get shopping this afternoon. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And I hope you enjoy looking around some of the British Museum and more bits of London that we're going to see today.
Orchard Street, Selfridges.
They've still got some Disney stuff. You can see Aladdin and everything. But now it's just Nintendo back.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's really cool. Apparently the cloud's edible and the pot is edible.
Okay, yeah, but I was going to say
Me.
Tate Modern.
That's what they do to change cards.
Westminster Station, Parliament Square.
Look kids, there's Big Ben. That's where we went on our first day, so that's Greenwich. So I think I vlogged to you, I can't get any closer than this. I think I was standing sort of just about there. But that was in 1750 and not very much has changed since then apart from the type of ships. There are some things I feel were meant to be in the Tate Modern. I don't know if this is a permanent exhibition, but they had this room full of fairy paintings. So as you can imagine, this was one of my favourite rooms. And it was so nice to see paintings that I've seen in several books that I've got on my bookshelf. Welcome to our last day in London. It's really sad that this is our last day of the holiday. And this morning it was sort of my choice really. We've come to the Tate Britain Art Gallery, and Oh, I'm so gutted. The two pictures I really wanted to see, The Lady of Shalott and I can't remember the name of the other one, by Millet. They're both off visiting other countries, but there are loads of pictures here by Turner, and I would say Turner's probably my favourite artist. Maybe Millet, I don't know, but Turner's definitely up there, my top 5 favourite artists. So I'm really glad that there's at least a good portion of his work here, which is nice to see.
Ophelia is the one.
Ophelia, that's it, yeah. It's really funny that we come in from this room where these are the works of art to this room where these are the works of art. That is bigger than I thought that was going to be.
Hot chocolate or something before we...
Oh,
That's really nice.
that's nice. Oh wow, look at those.
I can't believe they have them in stock.
Well, I had a lovely time at the Tate Gallery, I really did. I don't know if that's because I'm getting more and more into art lately, but I really enjoyed looking at those paintings. Chris and Jude were very patient and did just wait around for me, and I really enjoyed it quite a lot as well, which is nice. So we've come back now to Carnaby Street and Regent Street to do the bits of shopping that we just ran out of time to do yesterday evening. I know Jude really wanted to come here. So we're in Hamleys, which is the big toy department store. It's a huge toy shop in London, if you hadn't heard of it before. And the kids have memories of coming here. When we did do our occasional trips to London, because we used to live in Kent, we did come here occasionally, and the kids have memories because we generally spoiled them and we bought them something pretty much every time we came here. So I think Jude really wanted to have that sentimental revisit here. And I've just come down to the ground floor. If you're a Harry Potter fan, there's tons of Harry Potter stuff here, stuff that you don't normally see in other shops. So that's a little tip for you if you are a Harry Potter fan. But it's really quiet down here. I don't think people really know it's down here. So I'm going to go and look for the rest of the family now. They're probably up with Barbies and the Disney stuff. Probably Jude's on the hunt for Disney stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, and then we've got a play later. We are going to go and watch Mousetrap, an Agatha Christie play, and I'm so excited. Oh, it's so sad it's our last day though. Yeah. Good evening, we've just had a delicious meal in Soho. Still amazed how busy London is on a weekday evening. It's like, have they not got work or school in the morning? But yeah, very, very nice. And then on our walk to the theatre, we saw two famous people. Jack Pincence, the guy that always wears 18th century 18th century or 1800s clothing. I'm not sure which. Just wears suits and top hats basically, and he's quite famous now. And then we passed Ben Miller, the actor, so that was fun. And I'm glad that Rain saw him, well, no one else would have believed me.
It's true. I saw him and I was trying to say, look, but I just panicked. It's and he was zooming past.
Yeah.
But yeah, we wouldn't believe Mum. She's just
I always see celebrities and no one believes me.
because she always sees celebrities.
So anyway, we're just killing a bit of time sitting on this very pretty roundabout. There we are. I'm not sure what we're under actually, but it's a good place for people watching as they're making their way out for the evening. And then in a minute the play starts. We are big fans of Agatha Christie, so yeah, looking forward to it. Hello everyone, it's now actually how many days? 2 days. Just 2 days later. I completely forgot to finish the vlog at the end of the journey home. But oh my goodness, what a wonderful week. It was so exciting. It was so cool to be in the city and actually seeing people. I mean, no offence to Somerset people, but being in London, it's a good place to people watch, it really is. And we were so lucky with the weather. I couldn't believe it. It was just like summer again. Didn't pack the right sort of clothes. I was sweating most days, but never mind, it was fine. And I don't know, but London just looked really beautiful, and I don't know whether it was the weather. It's probably because I'm old and I'm just noticing the architecture more. Oh, Berlin. He's wondering who I'm talking to. So sorry about the weird panty noises in the background. What was I saying? Yeah. The architecture in London is just beautiful. I don't know whether, I mean, I'm sort of aware of it. I had seen, obviously, noticed the buildings before when we've been to London, but this particular trip, I think he wants to join in. I'm sorry, Merlin, but I positioned myself in the middle. It's probably just because I'm old, but I really noticed it this trip, just how beautiful London actually is. There's so many beautiful like Georgian and Victorian buildings. Yeah, you know, there are definitely times when I wish we lived nearer to London, definitely. I mean, we do have Bath and Bristol, and particularly Bath. Bath is beautiful. Anyway, that's it from me. I won't keep rambling on. I hope you enjoyed seeing our London trip. Yeah, we really, all of us really enjoyed it. It was a good week. And Scotney Castle as well. I hadn't been there for so long. I can't remember if I talked about that at the end of the day, but yeah, it really is a fairy tale place. It is beautiful, so I'm glad we managed to get that into the week as well. Anyway, from next week things should be getting mostly back to normal. I think we do have another camper van trip planned, weather permitting, so that might be coming up in a couple, 2 or 3 weeks. So I will see you soon. Take care. Thank you for watching. Bye. Yes, you're a handsome boy. And yes, I'm sure everybody wants to see you too. You've got fur all on your eyes.